Gas prices could soon increase in Missouri as the state legislature passes a tax hike.
The Joplin Job Center is gearing up for what they expect to be a surge in job seekers after pandemic unemployment assistance ends in June. I'm Zach Dodge with the story.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Missouri's gasoline tax could increase for the first time in decades. This is KOAM News at 6. Missouri lawmakers have passed legislation that, if signed by Governor Mike Parson, would increase the gas tax to pay for road and bridge maintenance. The tax would increase by 2.5 cents per year until hitting a total of 29.5 cents per gallon in 2025. One area nonprofit says this could do more harm than good for area seniors. The agency depends on volunteers, and they fear an increase in the gas tax could cause them to lose those volunteers.
When times get tough and you look at your budget and decide that, nope, I can't deliver meals for the agency anymore. Maybe I can volunteer at the senior center and not incur that extra expense. My concern is losing volunteers because of higher gas prices.
We're going to have more on this story tonight at 9 and 10. Brings us to today's KOAM News Now Instapoll question. We're asking, do you support the higher Missouri gasoline tax to pay for road and bridge improvements? You can vote at KOAMnewsnow.com/vote or through the KOAM News Now mobile app. Results are updated live, and we're going to check in on them a little bit later in this newscast. Some people expect to see a surge in job seekers once pandemic-related unemployment benefits end in Missouri in June. KOAM's Zach Dodge talked to the Missouri Job Center and a local chamber of commerce to see what they're doing to prepare for a surge.
I've been doing workforce for 10, 12 years, and I've not ever seen it like this.
More than 3,000 jobs are open in the Joplin metro area, according to the Missouri Office of Workforce Development. More than 200,000 are open in the state as a whole.
To help address this labor shortage, I have directed the Missouri Department of Labor to end participation in all federal pandemic-related unemployment benefits.
So now the Job Center's gearing up for an expected surge in job seekers, bringing staff back into the center and opening the doors fully for the first time in 14 months.
A little nervous, like I said, we are short-staffed, and some of the staff members are just coming back into the center on Monday, and so getting acclimated and then having the influx of customers. I just wanted us to be able to serve those individuals as well as we can.
And at the Carthage Chamber, they're doing something for the first time.
We are looking at a business expo and job fair in June.
It's the first time they've held a job fair in conjunction with the expo, but Chamber President Mark Elliff says the number of jobs available demanded it. There's more than 200 in Carthage alone.
The job market's going to come back strong. Our state unemployment right now is 4.2%. It's down to where it was prior. And I think it will continue to be that way. So I think the outlook is good.
Right now, the main thing they recommend job seekers do is to not wait.
Get ahead of the process, because once that unemployment does end, the market will be flooded with job seekers.
In Jasper County, Zach Dodge, KOAM News.
The Job Center in Joplin will be back to normal operations on Monday. In a statement today, Kansas Governor Laura Kelly's spokesperson said the governor does not intend to end the federal unemployment benefits early. The spokesperson said the governor's primary focus is continuing her administration's efforts recruiting new businesses and jobs to Kansas. Checking in with Doug Heddy. It was good to see the sun today, Doug.
Yeah, it really was. We haven't had the sun since Sunday. On Monday and Tuesday, of course, we were cloudy. We actually had the clouds during the morning hours, and then we broke out and pretty much mostly sunny skies on the Missouri side, and then partly cloudy Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Kansas, but it definitely helped our temperatures out as we worked through the afternoon. So partly cloudy through the evening, tonight, and really the next couple days. Temperatures warmer than what we have seen. We didn't get out of the 50s the past 2 days. Today we did get into the mid 60s. We have this kind of light northeasterly wind, which is quickly going to shift toward the south as we go through the next couple days, and that's going to help our temperatures warm up even more. We do have to get through another chilly night. We'll slide back through the 60s, 50s, and then eventually lower 40s later on tonight. Now we are going to start to warm things back up the next few days, but also severe weather chances in the forecast. We'll talk about that here in a bit.
All right, we'll catch you then. Thanks, Doug. Parsons, Kansas man is in jail accused of punching and then shooting at a woman at a gas station. Happened around 10 last night. Police say the suspect got into an argument with the victim at the Pete's on Main Street in Parsons. That argument, they say, spilled outside and turned violent when police say the suspect punched the victim and then shot at her multiple times. The woman was not hit by any of the shots. The suspect walked away from the scene and was arrested later on North Central. Authorities have not yet filed formal charges. Still ahead, Missouri lawmakers advanced legislation that would limit police use of chokeholds, but it might not become law. We're going to tell you why Governor Parson opposes the legislation. And cocktails to go are here to stay for at least another year in Oklahoma. Missouri lawmakers have passed legislation seeking to limit local public health orders that have imposed restrictions during the pandemic. The bill, given final approval today, would limit orders restricting businesses, churches, schools, or gatherings to 30 days unless extended by the local governing body. The bill was prompted by outrage over long-standing restrictions in St. Louis County and some other places. St. Louis County relaxed some restrictions, but still requires social distancing and face masks inside businesses. Lawmakers also are nearing final approval on legislation that would let businesses affected by restrictions seek property tax breaks. The Missouri Senate has voted to limit when police can use chokeholds. The bill's bipartisan passage in the GOP-led Senate represents a rare step by state lawmakers to take action in response to police violence. Little has been done by Missouri's Republican legislature since a white Ferguson police officer fatally shot an unarmed black 18-year-old, Michael Brown, back in 2014. Suburban St. Louis Senator Brian Williams this year proposed banning police chokeholds following George Floyd's death. The bill was pared back to allow police to use chokeholds only in self-defense if they or someone else are in serious danger. Governor Parson is threatening to veto the reform bill because of a provision that would give the legislature the power to issue subpoenas requiring people to testify before committees. The governor says the provision gives lawmakers too much power. In the past, House members accused the Parson administration of not complying with their requests for information, prompting them to seek more power to punish people who do not cooperate with their investigations. Missouri is closer than ever to joining every other state in having a statewide prescription drug database to flag possible opioid misuse. The House yesterday voted to send Governor Parson legislation that would create such a program. Parson has said he supports prescription monitoring programs. The proposal has for years failed to pass the legislature over some Republicans' concerns about patient privacy. Doctors use such databases to see if their patients have been getting addictive opioid prescriptions from other physicians. Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt has signed a bill to expand early in-person voting by 1 day during general elections. Stitt signed a bill late last night to add 1 day of early in-person voting from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on the Wednesday before a general election. Oklahoma currently has 2.5 days of early voting on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. The governor also vetoed a bill that would have expanded the definition of bullying. Stitt cited in his veto message the potential for unintended consequences. He said the expansion could lead to innocent behavior treated as bullying by overzealous authorities. Oklahoma bar patrons will be permitted to take their drink to go for at least another year. Governor Stitt today signed into law the Oklahoma Cocktails to Go Act of 2021. It goes into effect immediately. It allows bars and restaurants to sell cocktails, mixed drinks, or single-serve wine in sealed containers to go. The Cocktails to Go Act is set to be repealed a year from now. Later, the Pittsburgh Area Chamber of Commerce looks to connect job seekers with employers.
Plus, we're going to start to warm up a bit the next few days, but also thunderstorms return. We'll look at that coming up.
weather.
Well, at least we got some sunshine during the afternoon hours for us today, and it did help our temperatures out a bit as we have warmed up a bit over the past couple days. It's just been so chilly. If we look back at May so far, it hasn't really felt like May. We've had a couple good weekends, the first and the second, and it was chilly all last week. Warmed up this past weekend, and then it's been chilly ever since. But we're finally going to get temperatures back to pretty close to where we should be this time of the year as we go through the next couple days, which is good news. Not the best news. Allergies have been high on a scale of 1 to 10. Today is a 7. Tomorrow is an 8. So those allergies are going to stay kind of high, at least over the next couple days. Temperatures pretty good. Most of us are sitting low to mid 60s. Still well shy of where we should be for this time of the year, but at least we have warmed up a bit. Currently outside sitting at 64. North winds at about 5 to 10. Humidity is at 43%. Through the evening hours, we slide back through the 60s, 50s, low to mid 40s tonight. So it is going to be kind of chilly, but we're going to bump those overnight lows up too as we go through the next week or so. Had a lot of clouds earlier today. These have all broken up. So partly cloudy skies on the Kansas and Oklahoma side down through Arkansas, but most of southwestern Missouri looks pretty good. Nothing really bad is going on across Central Plains, but we are watching our next storm systems building out to the west. You can't really see much yet, but we're starting to get some energy diving down out across parts of California, and we're going to get these waves that just kind of head toward us really over the next week, giving us plenty of chances for showers and thunderstorms. We are going to stay dry tonight. We're going to stay dry tomorrow, and then we'll start to see some changes. All right, chilly start tomorrow. If you're getting up early, we'll be sitting at about 43. Partly sunny skies through most of the day, but a quick warm up through the 40s, 50s, all the way up to 62 by noon. And I think most of us will top out at about 67 as we head into the afternoon hours. So Thursday looks pretty good. Let's go into tomorrow night. We'll get some showers and thunderstorms, parts of Nebraska. They'll try to dive in, but also fall apart by Friday morning. So we'll get some scattered showers and thunderstorms, nothing severe through the morning hours. These push east. The afternoon looks good. Then we do it again Friday night. Scattered thunderstorms into Saturday morning. These push east, but additional ones pop up Saturday afternoon. Some of these could be stronger, maybe low grade severe, so we need to watch that. Let's move on from Saturday. Scattered thunderstorms Saturday night and then into Sunday. So again, on Sunday, we'll have a severe threat. Thunderstorms, rounds on Tuesday into Wednesday. Into Thursday, we get rounds of showers and thunderstorms, and any of these could produce strong to severe weather. So when we look at our severe weather chances, the way I'm kind of doing this is I'm keeping all the chances fairly low, but as we get closer to a day, if it looks for sure, we'll up it to a moderate or high. But you can see from Saturday through the following Friday, and then again, 23rd, 24th, 25th. So it's pretty active, really from now and all the way through Memorial Day. 67 tomorrow, 72 Friday, 75 Saturday. At least temperature is great over the next week. We're just going to be dodging those showers and thunderstorms.
I know you and the rest of the weather team will be keeping an eye on those prospects for severe weather.
Yes,
Let us
we
know
will.
what we need to know.
Yep.
Thanks, Doc. Hey, we know when it comes to vaccines and whether to get them, you have questions. Well, tomorrow we're going to be giving you a chance to get those questions answered. Tomorrow is Vaccine Day on KOAM and Fox 14. Experts from Mercy Hospital Joplin will be taking your calls and answering your questions regarding the COVID-19 vaccine. You can also submit questions on our website, KOAMnewsnow.com. Be sure to join us for each newscast, starting with the KOAM Morning News for our Vaccine Day special tomorrow. Still ahead, the Interstate 40 bridge between Arkansas and Tennessee is shut down, and it could be months before it reopens. We're going to show you the safety concern behind the closure. The Grand River Dam Authority wants boaters, especially young boaters, to stay safe on the water. They're reminding folks as boating season ramps up that boaters ages 12 to 16 must take a state-approved boater safety course in Oklahoma. The GRDA is hosting these safety courses free of charge on June 12th and 19th. Pittsburgh Area Chamber of Commerce is hosting a job fair right now to get things jump started there. The job fair is at Pittsburgh's Memorial Auditorium. The event is free and you still have a little bit of time to get there. It runs until 7 tonight. Local employers are there to discuss job opportunities and available positions.
Our business actually has increased wages to attract new hires. We've done an across-the-board increase. We're implementing that right now, and we are trying to increase our wages generally for our current employees and new employees as well.
The Community Health Center of Southeast Kansas is also at the job fair offering free COVID-19 vaccinations to anyone who wants one. The I-40 Hernando de Soto Bridge in West Memphis, Arkansas remains shut down for emergency maintenance due to a crack. The bridge, which usually sees around 45,000 vehicles daily, was shut down after an inspection crew from RDOT found a crack on a steel beam, a big one. The Tennessee Department of Transportation will now analyze the structure of the bridge to determine if it's safe for inspections and repair. TDOT will be in charge of the repairs while RDOT will re-examine the bridge's structures. 2 previous inspections of the bridge found it to be in fair condition. While the bridge is closed, traffic will be diverted to another bridge, which will give it twice the daily traffic. Final check on the weather is next. Take time now to honor a local veteran, Private Warren Clark. The Galena, Kansas native served in the U.S. Marine Corps, and we are proud to salute Private Warren Clark. He's tonight's 4th state hero. All right, now tonight's KOAM News Now Insta poll question. We've been asking, do you support a higher Missouri gasoline tax to pay for road and bridge improvements? The numbers are in. 25% say yes, they do. 75% do not. We appreciate you participating. You can also leave additional comments on our Facebook page. Results are updated live. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame today unveiled its 2021 inductees. The release marks the most diverse group by genre in the organization's history. Queen of Rock, Tina Turner, is on the list, and so is the late 70s, early 80s new wave group, the Go-Go's. It also includes musicians like heavy metal icon Ozzy Osbourne, guitarist the late Randy Rhoads, and post-grunge era rockers like Foo Fighters. But there are also hip-hop artists like Jay-Z and LL Cool J. The list even includes some lighter genre artists like Carole King. The 36th annual Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony happens October 30th in Cleveland. And obviously the definition of what is rock and roll has expanded to include a lot of popular music, but my goodness, I would have guessed some of those would have been in there years ago. Tina Turner.
Yeah, you would think so. I mean, she was so big in the 80s and 90s, so.
And before.
Yeah.
And Carole King as well.
It's true.
Okay.
Kind of crazy.
The weather.
Still a little bit chilly for us tonight as we drop back into lower 40s. Now 67 tomorrow, not bad. 72 Friday, thunderstorm chances start to increase, and then thunderstorm chances just about each and every day through the weekend and most of next week. Some of those could be strong, possibly severe.
Thanks, Doug, and thank you for joining us. We'll see you right back here for KOAM News at 10. In the meantime, let's take care of ourselves and each other.